All right, what is going on, everyone? We are back. Hit the Books, Season 5, Episode 24. Today is February 19th when you are listening to this. We are in the midst of a great Olympics. Mostly when I say that is obviously we're hockey guys. We're talking about the hockey. Women's are in the gold medal game on Thursday. Men's go into the semifinals on Friday. Team USA is representing Team Canada as well. They're in the finals for the women. Same thing for the men's there. Hoping we get a crash course for Canada, USA, and both the men's and women's. Obviously, it's already set for the men or for the women tomorrow, but got to be hoping or thinking everyone's hoping we get USA Canada for a great game Sunday morning. But obviously, I wasn't here last week. We can touch on a little bit of Super Bowl. Mackie, were you here last week?
Yeah.
You were? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I obviously haven't been on since before the Super Bowl, so been a minute. But we got a lot of good hockey going on, some good college basketball. We had a hell of a night a couple weeks ago or last night with a bunch of upsets. But how are we feeling post that USA game today, going into this weekend?
Yeah, obviously, USA and Canada both giving a run for their money today. Canada, obviously, a little more of an eye opener right there, playing Czechia. I think they were minus 1,200 to advance pregame. So, Czechia had them on their toes for sure. They took a 3-2 lead with 7 minutes left, and Canada found a nice bounce to tip in between I forget his name, the goalie's name.
For
Stolars, I
Czechia?
think.
Yeah.
Stolars.
Yeah, I think that's who. Dostal?
Dostal, yeah. Caught it between his legs, then you get to overtime, and you're probably not beating that Canada team 3-on-3 at any point. But good game there. USA also had a great tilt against Sweden. Another OT winner off the stick of Quinn Hughes. Beautiful play. So yeah, obviously looking forward. Everyone wants to see Canada USA. We get two very good semifinal matchups coming up on Friday. So but yeah, looking forward to that gold medal game. Hopefully we can get the rivalry.
Yeah, we'll get right to some of these games. We've had a bunch, most of these quarterfinal games over yesterday and today. Semifinals obviously getting underway, I believe, tomorrow with the first games. But so Finland defeating Switzerland Wednesday in overtime by a score of 3-2. The Finns were down 2-0 early in the game, rallying late in the third. Tie this game up at 2, and then in overtime we saw Finland prevail on a Lehkonen game winner. I was kind of shocked to even see Switzerland up 2-0. I also just learned about the Kempe injury. I didn't, or not Kempe, Fiala. I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
I just saw that today. He got stretchered off 2 weeks like a week ago when Switzerland played Canada in like the pool play. Because when Crosby got hurt today, a lot of people were like, "Oh, no one had a problem with it when Kevin Fiala got hurt." You know what I mean? Like the NHL players playing, like, "Oh, should they really be over there playing?"
Listen,
it's like,
honestly, they would rather be playing in this than in the NHL at the end of the day. These guys will love representing their countries.
The reason Crosby's getting the people keep talking about that with Crosby is, I guess like 2 weeks ago in some interview they asked him going to the Olympics, would you rather win? What means more to you, an Olympic gold or your Stanley Cups? He's like, my first Stanley Cup is the best accomplishment I'll ever have in hockey. Because he was the youngest captain ever too. So I guess that could be part of it.
But I mean, his first Stanley Cup was what, 20 years ago?
I know, and he has the golden goal, like overtime game winner against USA.
Yeah, but I mean, I know these guys love to represent their country, especially like USA and Canada, where they obviously have a great chance of winning it. But I know you hate to see it, especially for a team like Pittsburgh, who is in contention this year, who hasn't really been in the last few years. But you see your best player go down like that, and hopefully it's not that bad. But
I guess there's some doctor that does a lot of the NFL surgeries, the ACL, MCL surgeries. I guess they asked him what do you think this would look like? He said at worst, it's hard to tell with, under hockey pads and all that shit and like what's actually going on. But he was like, if that's a strain, they'll probably keep him out till, mid-March, just as mostly precautionary, just because that's not something you want to fuck with.
Yeah, but that's a team that can hit the gutter.
You need him. Yeah, you need him.
So it's tough to see, but not much you could do about that.
Yeah. But yeah, some of these other games, obviously, we kind of touched on it. Canada taking down Czechia 4-3 in overtime. Mitch Marner burying the game winner for Canada to advance to the semifinals against Finland. We mentioned Crosby leaving the game after that hit by Gudis. Do we think the Finns have what it takes to give Canada a run at its money, like similar to what Czechia did today, or even possibly win the game?
I think Canada kind of, that meme where you like sit up in the video game, like, all right, it's time to
Yeah,
go. Like
yeah.
they realized against Czechia that like anybody can really beat them on a good day. Like, I think they come out firing
Hockey. It's
against
hockey. This
Finland.
isn't basketball or
Right,
football or you know what I mean? Like,
right. And if you have NHL players, they know how to get the job done. So
yeah,
obviously Czechia had that. Finland obviously has that. So yeah, Finland could win this game at the end of the day, but are they going to?
no.
Absolutely not. Could see 4 or 5-0, 5-1. I don't think this is anything like it was today.
Is
But
there any chance like wins or losses with what's left with these semifinal games? Like if we win and Canada wins, I guess there's only 4 teams left. That was stupid.
yeah,
These are
we're in the
semifinals.
series.
I was just thinking. I'm thinking there's. I was gonna say, is there a way we would have to play them before the championship? But I guess we're already in the semis. I'm thinking these are going to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, no, next game's the championship. So
Yeah,
we're 1-2
I
also.
was
So
I was
that's why.
confused. I was confused because didn't we get the automatic bid to the quarterfinal or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was like a round of 16.
So there's teams that have extra games,
Well,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
All
That's
the
why I was
teams
confused.
that
Like
did,
Switzerland they've played an extra game.
all the teams that lost today played an extra game.
Yeah, yeah,
All the top seeds won.
yeah. So like Switzerland, Germany,
Switzerland, Germany, Sweden played an extra game.
yeah, Czechia,
Czechia, yeah.
yeah. Okay. And then USA defeating Sweden also in overtime, 2-1 off a Quinn Hughes overtime winner to advance the Americans into the semifinals. This win was USA's first victory over Sweden in men's Olympic hockey play. How are we feeling about this USA matchup against Slovakia, who took down Germany 6-2?
Yeah, I think Sweden was the third best team in this tournament. I think they had a tough game against Finland in prelims and dropped them down to a 7 seed, but this Sweden team was definitely legit. So I think we had our toughest task until Canada, if we get there, obviously.
I was looking at Slovakia's roster today. What do they have? 2 NHL players, Thomas Tatar and Yari Slurakovsky, is how you say it?
Say again?
I was looking at their roster today. I didn't recognize anyone other than is it Slavkovsky or Slurakovsky?
Slavkovsky,
We're talking about, you know who I'm talking about.
the first overall pick.
Yeah. And Thomas Tatar. Those are the only 2 names I recognize on their roster. Look at their box score from their game yesterday.
I doubt those are the only 2 guys. I mean, this
Dude, look at the roster. I don't know why. Every time I think it's Slovakia, I think of Marian Hossa. He played for them.
Yeah, Slavkovsky, Tomas Tatar, Martin Faravari.
Okay, I just didn't recognize some of the names then.
Eric Chernak.
The
But
dude
yeah,
on the
they
Lightning.
don't. Simon Nemec, whatever you say.
Chernak, the dude on the Lightning.
But yeah, dude, they only have like 5.
Yeah.
So I mean, and this is a game that US should win.
They
10
worked
10
Germany.
times. Yeah, they worked Germany, and they also they had
We
a
worked
big,
Germany there too.
They had a big prelim game too, I think. Yeah, they beat the Finns 4-1. They lost to Sweden 5-3, but I mean that's a good loss.
Yeah.
I don't know. This team is definitely something to look out for, but I mean the US. I think at this point they know, like they look like
the refs should just rig it. Just give us Canada, USA.
Yeah, I mean at this point,
don't fuck this up.
Know
it's right in front of you.
Yeah,
Don't
if
fuck
you want
this
the
up.
most views, give us USA, Canada.
Yeah, could you imagine it's Finland, Slovakia in the final?
Yeah, you get an ounce of the views.
The bronze medal game would have better views than the gold medal game.
I don't even know. Yeah, definitely, 100%. If you get Canada, USA, and the bronze, you might as well just make it the gold.
They'd be like, "Fuck it, this is the gold medal game."
Yeah. I'm expecting to get it though. This has been a pretty good Olympics so far.
Yeah. So what they play? Like I said, the women play tomorrow at 1:00 for the championship against Canada.
Yeah.
The men play, I believe, Friday at 3
Friday
o'clock
at 3.
Same time.
You know the championship game time?
Is it Sunday at 8:00?
8 a.m.
Yeah.
8 a.m.
because that's 2 p.m. their
Yeah,
time.
but we're ripping 3 o'clock games the entire time. Like, why can't you rip a
The closing
12
ceremonies
o'clock
that night at
game?
like 9 p.m. our time.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah, the closing ceremonies that night.
No, it's probably 9 p.m. their time.
You're right. Yeah, because it's 3 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
That's it. The
I mean,
closing ceremonies that night.
you could still get a 10:30 a.m. game, like
And
accommodate a little, you know?
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna set an alarm for this.
Especially the two countries that are going to be in it. So imagine we lived in fucking West Coast time. It'd be 5 a.m. You'd have to get up to watch this game.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. It's brutal. Yeah, they said fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, 9:30 even would have been nice, but
But yeah, if you want to talk about the women's a little bit, give it a
I
blown goal.
I don't know much about them. I've watched her games. I don't know the like.
I know the goalie. I used to play with her when I was like young, like 12 years old.
Is she from?
She's from Westchester. She's from Chappaqua, but she played at like my youth team, but she played with dudes until she was like 16, 17 years old, and she was the best goalie anyone had ever
She
seen.
was that girl goalie on the really good team.
Like, like she was taking shots that were 30 miles per hour faster than if she went and played with women. So
Yeah,
she moved over to women. She went to Shattuck, by the way. So
yeah.
she played with guys until she was 16, whatever. Went to Shattuck, played for the women's and everything. I think she won a
That's
national
like good.
championship.
That's good. Really elite women's hockey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the best women's hockey you could play
Yeah.
in North America. So and then she did that. She went to Northeastern. I think she won like best goalie 2 years or something like that. And then she's just been like ripping Team USA. She plays in the PWHL, but what does that mean? But dude, she's sick and not
There's
the
like
not the shit out of her
I
at
was
all,
asking
but
I was talking about that today. I meant to actually look into that. Do you know how many teams there are?
I think it's like 8.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
So it's kind of like WNBA.
Dude, when I played in Brooklyn, they used to have a team.
Really?
I think it was discontinued.
I know there's a team in Buffalo. I think that's what I saw today.
Yeah, I think there's a team in the city, but it's not in Brooklyn
There's
anymore.
also I know there's also a girl from Penn State on the
Yeah, you said that.
Team USA roster.
Yeah.
Just because I was looking at the roster and like you know how it says where they're from, like most of it says
Yeah.
PWHL. Hers just says State
Penn
College,
State.
Penn
Yeah.
State. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Dude, you know like Hillary Knight's still on the team. It's crazy. It's like her
Yeah.
fourth Olympics.
Is her fourth Olympics?
I think it's gotta be, yeah.
26. That would have taken back to what? 2008. It'd be 16 years. 2010.
2010, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, we could shift over. I mean, yeah, like we said, we haven't posted any plays on it. USA's odds and Canada's odds kind of suck every fucking game, and I'm not taking Canada -7 when and they end up covering against France. I'm just saying that because that's on the top of my head. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, I think for the final game we'll get some plays out. At least Sunday morning or Saturday night, but depending what matchup we get. I think everyone's hoping, like we said, USA Canada, but yeah, we'll wait and see. But it's been a great week as well in college basketball. We'll shift over to that real quick. Our top 10 going into this week. Obviously, we are going to definitely have some changes with some of these losses earlier this week. But number 10, Illinois. Number 9, Nebraska. Number 8, Kansas. Number 7, Purdue. Number 6, Iowa State. Number 5, UConn. Number 4, Arizona. Number 3, Duke. Number 2, Houston. And number 1, Michigan. How are we feeling about this top 10? Obviously, Houston going down to Iowa State. Purdue going down to Michigan. Nebraska falling. A lot of upsets this week. Texas Tech on the outside of that looking in with, a huge injury to JT Toppin. How are we feeling going in? We're about 3 weeks away from having a bracket in front of us.
Yeah, I think on Sunday we'll be 3 weeks away. Yeah, I think Arizona. I mean, I know it's tough to bless a team that loses 2 games in 1 week, but I think Arizona dropped too far. I still think they're the second best team in the country, or even the best, but they should be ranked the best 2-loss team, I think. But I mean, you can't complain about a number 4 ranking. But the Big 12, I mean, before JT Toppin went down, just carrying here. 2, 4, and 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 13 is all Big 12. The 13 seed being Texas Tech beat 3 of the top 4 teams in the country. So
I was going to say, in 2 and 6 it's going to be more like probably 4 and maybe 3 and 4 next week.
Iowa State's going to have to hop Houston.
Yeah, Iowa
Because they
State
both,
might go to 3 or 4.
yeah, they'll probably jump to
Because Duke
no,
plays
4.
Michigan this weekend.
You'll drop.
Duke plays Michigan. Arizona plays
I
Houston.
think if Duke
Houston could
beats,
lose again.
wow, that's crazy. Holy shit.
You see the schedule for the Saturday?
I see it now.
No, 4 Arizona at Houston,
Yeah, 1 verse 3, 2 verse 4.
and then later on that night, Iowa State at BYU.
Yeah.
Those are all
But
ranked first ranked.
UConn also just lost to Creighton, so
Yeah, they play. I was gonna say they play. Who do
I
they play
think
Saturday?
I don't know who they play Saturday. Oh, they play Villanova. Um, Iowa State will jump to. I think if Duke beats
Oh, wait,
Michigan,
UConn lost tonight. You're saying to Creighton?
yeah, they just lost like 20 minutes ago.
Weren't they like a 15-point favorite?
They were home, dude. They probably more than that.
I think it was 15 and a half.
15 and a half. Yeah, they were home. They just lost to Creighton. It's 13-13.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, college basketball's getting there. I mean, those top teams are solidifying themselves. I think it's going to be between Michigan and I want to say Duke's right there. I mean, they probably have the best player in the country in Cam Boozer. Arizona's right there, but we know how Arizona goes.
Yeah,
What do you think here?
They'll find a way to lose in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, Michigan, Houston, and Duke, I think, are the 3 that.
Michigan's nasty.
Dude, Michigan's filthy.
I hate when Michigan's good too.
And their front court is so good. And that's what you need.
Dusty May that guy's a good coach. He's been there for what, a couple years now? Like 3 years because he came from FAU.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Where did Todd Golden come from?
From Florida? Like
Yeah.
the Florida coach?
Yeah. I thought he came from FAU.
He might have. He might have been there after.
Both there. Because I remember having this conversation with you about Dusty May coming from FAU, and I was like, oh, yeah. But then I remember Todd Golden was also, could have sworn he was at FAU.
San Francisco.
Todd Golden?
Yeah.
Wow. Wrong there.
Yeah. 2019 to 2022, he was the head coach at University of San Francisco.
You go from San Francisco to Florida.
Dude, that's a crazy hire.
Yeah, I guess they were
you
decent.
know somebody there. He was an assistant under Bruce Pearl for a couple years before that.
That'll do it.
He left. He was an assistant with Bruce Pearl when he got hired by San Francisco.
Yeah.
So he left being a big-time assistant to go be a small-time head coach.
They said, go get some head coaching under your belt, and you'll come back to the SEC.
Yeah, and you'll be a head coach and win a national championship.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's been great. We've been slim on the college basketball card. We just had a tough 0-3 night. We got to get more plays out there this Saturday. I think we're going to take advantage of that. We have some good games the rest of this week as well. So we got to get back on that. Like we said, 3 weeks away from having a bracket in our hand. We got to get some more plays out there. Get our feet wet before we head into March.
For sure.
And then one last thing before we wrap up, the Miami Dolphins releasing wide receiver Tyreek Hill and linebacker Bradley Chubb. Also rumored they're trying to trade Tua. I don't know who they think is going to take on that
For
deal.
what, a bag of chips?
Yeah, I was going to say what they're going to give up for him, but where do you this is more the question for Tyreek. Is he going back to Kansas City? Where do we think he's going? As far as what do you think?
I think if he won't, because this isn't Tyreek Hill, but he would have to take a pay cut to go back to Kansas City, I think. And if he went back to Kansas City, that would be huge because you got to get a guy like him for Pat Mahomes. But they're not going to be able to offer him what he wants. And
I think he's going to go to the Raiders.
Dude, he'll go anywhere if he could just make his money.
Yeah, that's why I think he's going to go to the Raiders.
Yeah. He could go to the Raiders, play Fernando Mendoza.
Genty and Bowers. That wouldn't be a bad team. Better than the Dolphins.
Dolphins were sneaky at the end of the season last year.
Yeah, but I think that I don't know. I'm definitely going to be rooting for Mendoza next year. I don't think they're going to be good, but
I like him too, yeah.
That's a fun team. Him, Bowers, Genty.
I think he's gonna struggle though. I think the
Yeah,
pressure is gonna
their
eat him
offensive line
alive.
sucks, and yeah,
Yeah,
he seems like the kind of guy that
yeah. But we'll see. I mean, don't want to shit on
really
the guy.
not.
He just had an incredible
I was gonna say
season.
yeah. I mean, just fucking won a Heisman and national championship, and I'm like yeah,
Not much to it better than that. So
yeah,
not over your hating, but just looking to the future.
yeah. Yeah, but that's going to do it. Short week, obviously. Team USA, the main topic at hand here. We're going to get some more plays out, and if we have any value there in the Olympics, college basketball, you can catch everything. HitTheBooks.pod on Instagram, HitTheBooks_pod on Twitter. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, we're recapping a U.S. gold in men's and women's hockey, and USA can reclaim hockey for the next 4 years. That would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week.